You're watching the Sega Driven YouTube channel, and it's back to our Sonic Amateur Games Expo 2024 coverage. In this video we're taking a look at Sonic Adventure Blast 2, developed by ChubbaBubba. Now it feels great to say this, so here I go. This is a complete Sonic fan game. I was saying to a friend lately that I feel like we're in a real golden age for Sonic fan games because they actually get completed way more frequently than they used to now. Sonic Adventure Blast 2 is very much riffing on that classic Sonic Adventure style action, so we have full 3D movement and a homing attack to contend with. You also have the standard Sonic abilities like bouncing and spin dashing and light speed dashes as well. There are 3 playable characters, with the Sonic stages putting the focus on speed, Tails' stages making a lot of use of his flying ability to traverse large gaps, and Knuckles' stages are all emerald hunting stages that follow the original Sonic Adventure mold, so you can hunt for all 3 emeralds at any time. This is unlike Sonic Adventure 2, where you have to find each emerald one after the other, and the radar will only detect the current emerald you're searching for. I much prefer the original Knuckles emerald hunting style because it feels way more freeing to be able to just go off and explore, which should always be a big part of any Sonic game, to be honest with you. Sadly, the same can't be said for Sonic and Tails' stages, which are much more linear, with an obvious path that you should be taking through all of them. They're also often asking you to do a lot of precise platforming over enormous pitfalls, which doesn't allow you to explore the 3D space because you're often punished for doing so. I really wish 3D Sonic fan games wouldn't do this so much. Why can't there be more floor to land on if you make a mistake? Why is it always pitfalls? Let the player make mistakes, especially in the earlier stages. They've got to learn how to play the game. You can't just punish them for exploring a 3D space. All the stages do have unique stage designs, thankfully, but they're often modelled off existing Sonic stages from multiple different Sonic games, and not just Sonic Adventure stuff, which is a nice touch. I really like the cute satin-like chibi character models that they use, but I do think it's a shame the stages don't match that lo-fi look as well, often looking a lot more high fidelity than the actual character models. One of the things I do like about the character models is that every stage you complete, the characters will dab at the end of it, which is a lot of fun, and it always makes me smile. There's definitely a lot of game in here, making for a really extensive package that will hold your attention for a good long while, and Sonic Adventure fans will love the throwback to that style of Sonic action. I think the game does a really good job of keeping the characters controllable at top speed, and when you're running up walls and going around loops. Other 3D Sonic fan games often make the playable character really unwieldy at speeds this high, so I commend ChubbaBubba for keeping things tight, responsive and fluid. I think my main complaint is that the stage design is just a little too pitfall heavy for my liking. Don't punish the player for exploring a 3D space. Let them go nuts and find secrets. These stages are often very barren and too intent on making you jump between tiny platforms while hovering really high above these enormous pits. Either way, I have to commend ChubbaBubba for adding another complete Sonic fan game to a very exclusive club of games, and it's really great to see stuff like this getting finished because it's very clear a lot of hard work has gone into it. So well done ChubbaBubba, you've done a fantastic job here, but I've just got to say the stage design isn't to my liking. I really need there to be more floors for you to fall down onto, and just a little bit more of that 3D open world space that you can explore to really encourage exploration instead of just punishing players for making mistakes when they're jumping between very tight little platforms above massive pitfalls. It gets a little bit infuriating, and it happens so frequently throughout this game that I was just desperately needing a breather between all this platforming to just have a little bit of a explore, like see if I can find some secrets, see if I can find some hidden stuff, and it just isn't there, unfortunately. The stages are just a little bit too empty for my liking.